Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to Project Hospital. Welcome back to Infectious Diseases, DLC, where we're working through the insurance for infectious diseases. Ambulance is coming. Now, I've done a couple of epidemic events since the last episode, just to sort of move us along nice and swiftly, right? So we've got one more epidemic to do, and we're going to try and breeze over it a little bit so that we can find out what is next to be done in happy life. Look, we're 7 out of 10 now. We're doing it. We're getting there. So let's see. Let's kick off an epidemic. Oh, and also, is this... Oh, look. She's from the last epidemic I did, because that's an event thing. So apparently she's okay now, but she was rough. Look, she had an irregular heartbeat and everything, and I'm now just going to send her home. Right, okay, what is this? This flu season has been worse than usual, with a larger than expected number of people contracting the virus. Doctors are advising people to attend their local hospital if they believe they have the virus. Expect a significant increase in patients. This sounds like it's a big one. Okay, well, I've seen bigger lists. That's fine. What's the time? We're, I think, over the sort of the biggest rush of the day as well, which is nice. I tried to spread people around. You know, I like to do that, and that's exactly what we'll do as well with these patients that will be coming in. We shall spread them around all the different departments. Looks like they're about to start arriving. We can see we've got a few kicking about in emergency. I'm thinking, look, I can't see any here in general surgery, you know, and cardiology seems empty. So all these sort of minor departments seem empty. Might want to avoid neurology. They seem busy. Same with orthopedy. And the same with traumatology. My goodness, they're busy. But we do have these 4 available. Okay, that's good to know. What I would note is everybody coming in for the emergency, none of them seem to have their arms crossed, so I don't think there's anybody that's terribly ill. But we've sent most of them through to these other departments over here. You can see they're all sitting down. I've done 2 to each, as I usually do. We've got 14 minutes left to deal with these patients, so I'm sure it's going to be fine. It's going to be easy peasy, I'm sure. Blarla has gone out into the corridor to call somebody in. I bet it's somebody. Yes, it is. From the case. So we want to do an interview and a physical. An ambulance has arrived. I can't ignore an ambulance arriving. It's too important. We need to give them some more oxygen. Fair enough. Oh, has a fever. So we're just on... Oh. Sputum cough. Disgusting. Oh no, he has breathing problems. This isn't good. Chills. They're multiplying. He does have chills. He does. Night sweats. Is that night sweats? Okay. Oh, look at that. So we've whittled it down straight away to an internal medicine issue. Okie dokie. Definitely needs hospitalising. We will uncover as many of these symptoms right here as possible. So we're going to do the thorax and the CRP. And I think we should do a microbial cultivation. That might be a good idea as well. We could do the speech listening. He mentioned, I think, possible... Oh no, fatigue. He mentioned fatigue. Fair enough. So I think we should do the CBC testing here as well. Find out as much about this guy as we can. And the microbial, where is it? Oh, I've gone past it on my x-rays things there. Right, so it's a whole round of things, and then we're going to need to hospitalise him, essentially. Now, it looks like we might have the same situation over here. We got the cough look, so, but that's all the information that we found here, tucked away at the bottom. So it could be that we've got a lot of internal medicine things going on here. Come on then, Kazar, let's do a physical. Let's see what we can find out. No, okay, right. Kate's is definitely going to be different. We've got a headache and a different selection of things here, although we still have quite a lot of internal medicine, don't we? Let's do, looking at bits that we have here, let's see if there is a fever. I think we'll do the thorax. It looks like, well, listen to the chest. I think we will do the CRP. I also think, look, we might want to do, an ear examination, sort of ears, and maybe also nasal and oral. Let's see, where, or neck palpitations. Yeah, maybe neck palpitations. Okay, we'll do the neck palpitations, and we'll also do. I've gone past it. Can we not do an ear examination on this department? Possibly not, given that it's a heart place. Yeah, no, we can't. Okay, fine. That's absolutely fine. Brooke from the event came in through trauma. We've largely dealt with this, though. We're going to help her breathe a little bit easier. We've already given her oxygen for her condition, but we're also going to say, hey, look. That was painkillers. Okay, painkillers for the chest. Help her breathe easier. Tell her to get some rest. And then we will send her to internal medicine. So this is very internal medicine heavy, this one, for sure. Yes, okay. So we've whittled it down to 2. We're going to do an oral and cavity inspection here. And then we could probably do a differential to get around the issue if this doesn't result in it. Otherwise, if the differential doesn't get it down to 1, we could always send her for a chest x-ray. That's fairly quick. She can walk up there and do that, right? It did whittle it down to 1. That's fantastic. So we have our answer here. So we're going to give her some antibiotics. That's great. Something to bring her temperature down. Lovely. She's in quite a lot of pain, actually. So painful lymph nodes being the main one. Oh, and there's an unknown here as well. This could be the ear pain in the ears. So let's give her these painkillers. Yeah, let's see how that deals with her comfort. I think that's what we'll do. Oh dear, Margaret here. She's just under here with Blarla. Has vomiting. That's not so nice. Let's do a temperature. Maybe we could do some abdominal palpitations. Hey, this could be a genuine general surgery one, although they have been kind of internal medicine, haven't they? She took a temperature. Interesting. Patient is about to leave the clinic. He's waiting in neurology, and he doesn't really need to be in neurology. What we could do is just hospitalise him. Even though he's going to be hospitalised in neurology. Oh well, at least he can't leave now. Here's another person. So again, we could do the temperature thing, couldn't we? Listen to the chest, the thorax, neck palpitations. Right, let's have a look at those examinations. Hopefully we'll be able to work out what's going on there. Ew, there's vomiting over here too. Okay, some painkillers for you. Something to stop all that vomiting. Let's bring down the temperature. All that good stuff. Oh, hey, look at this. This is pretty good. Yeah, 5-star comfort. I'm happy with that. We're going to send her home. Excellent. We're 40% of the way through. It's going all right. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with Margaret over here. We've got a whole battery of tests that we can do right here in this office. See if we can whittle it down. So with Richard Young, we are indeed going to do the differential. Where is it? There it is. Let's do that. Oh, what was this? Oh, this dude has things and stuff going on. So let's do that. What was this? Ooh, look. We have an answer. Excellent. Okay. So we are going to give them the antibiotics. Something to help them breathe better, something to bring the temperature down, something to do with the pain. In fact, we're just going to give them pretty much everything right there. Okay, excellent. Well done. It's not even his department, and he did an expertly performed job. Now with Mary White here, I think what we might do is actually send her for a chest x-ray as well. So we'll still give her all the meds that she requires here. But then afterwards, I think we're going to send her for a chest x-ray for these abnormal lung findings. See if she's got anything like that going on. Oh, it looks like we've got an answer for Margaret. Excellent. Okay. So do we need to do the nasal and oral? I suppose it is definitely worth us doing the oral. It's the basic visual test that we've just started that we really don't need to do. Okay. Bit unfortunate, but there we go. So we'll do the oral, not the nasal. But yeah, looks like we have our answer. Not bad at all, eh? I think we have uncovered all Margaret Brown's symptoms now. So painkillers, something for the temperature, something to stop the vomiting. And I think she's going to be tickety boo. We've got another one here, look, who we are largely all dealt with. Look, I think she's got everything that she probably needs. Oh, she's the one that needs the chest x-ray. Okay, so we're going to arrange that now just to see if there is any abnormal findings in the chest area. Oh look, Patricia here, common cold. We have Patricia. So rest is the order, but again, let's just bring down the temperature and let's have that ease that breathing problems that she has. See if we can get this comfort up. See, fever and breathing problems along with what will actually deal with the cold, which is just rest, right? I mean, what can you do with the cold? Also, who goes to the doctor for the sniffles? No, I know a cold can get quite bad. I know they don't have a workspace. I'm trying out a thing. Oh, there are some employees without. I've removed all these rooms here. They are no longer assigned to anything, and I'm going to see how busy the x-ray versions get. I'm thinking about moving the neurology room to here and then doubling up the x-ray, cardiography and sonography, leaving this room for ward-only labs. That's the sort of the idea that I'm playing with at the moment. Indeed it is. Oh look, she's part of the event as well. But she seems to be all largely sorted. Yep. So I don't think we need to worry about her. There we are. Margaret can leave. There we go. Excellent. So she's going to pop to the pharmacy, do her thing. Patricia over here. Yeah. 5 stars. Excellent. You can go 2. Oh my goodness. It's going quite well. So who have we got left? Paul here. Who I've just sent, I think, to be hospitalised. Yeah, so he'll probably be sorted quite shortly. And then we also have Casey here, who's having an oral inspection. Oh look, his microbial came back all clear. Great. He just needs Paul needs these IV antibiotics. That's what he needs before we can let him go. Okay, so for Casey, we can't give him the saline nasal spray here on internal medicine. We're going to have to send him to the emergency department. That's really annoying. Let's tell him to get some rest and bring his temperature down. But otherwise, that should be him all sorted. Paul has arrived in bed. Now, what I'd like to do, once he's got his IV antibiotics, because that's what's required in order to complete this event. But once he's done that, I am very keen to send him for an MRI. I think, if I recall, he was walking fine, so I don't think there's any rush. So we really just want to get him that this IV here. That's what we're waiting on. There it goes. See, he got his IV antibiotics, and we finished the event. Fantastic. 20,000 doubloons, and that means we've now done 6 out of 6 epidemic events in a row. How long do we have to wait before? There it is. Okay. So, wow. That's a huge reward. 400,000 doubloons. Government grant. That's fantastic. So what's the next one? Have no untreated patients for 8 days. We're already up to 6. Okay. that should be no problem. And to be honest, I probably will skip straight through it because we've done a lot of that so far, haven't we? Ah, there we go. Look, 8 days out of 8, 100,000 doubloons. I've also, I think, I've had one of these things kick off, events, and we've only got one person left actually on this, which is Thomas here, who we just need to find out exactly what's going on, but otherwise he looks like he's going to be okay. So it looks like now we've got successfully finished 10 epidemic events in a row. 10! That's nuts, isn't it? That's absolutely nuts. As the second to last thing on here. Okay, so we'll kick off, once this event is over, we'll kick off another event. I think we'll cover it, and then I will probably try my best to skip a lot of these because it's much of the same, isn't it? Oh, Barbara here. We don't need to worry about her anymore. I don't think we seem fine there. Yeah, so it's just this chappie. So he is going for a CT. He is just waiting. Oh, I've done some changes. I've made some changes. So you might notice here that I have swapped round this large pharmacy for the simple reason that it means now that I've made this part the pharmacy as well. So this desk is actually in use. I think they're on break right now. And what they can do is they can go through here. Look, so we've actually got entrance and exit now. Remember, it was just always blocked off because they just walk through these anyway. But now I've actually made it so there is a proper place to come in and out of the pharmacy area. And like there's always somebody here manning this station. So really pleased with this. Got a nice little setup going. Very pleased indeed. Now, I've also pretty much switched off most of these rooms. So all we got left, you can see here, is this sonography and this cardiography and also this neuro room, and we've removed the rest, and it looks to me like everything is running normally. So I'm thinking about moving neurology up to here and then getting in definitely another cardiogram, but it's a question of, do we bother with a second sonography or do we actually go with another cardiography, because the demand is quite high here. Not sure yet, but it's coming along quite nicely, this experiment. Looks like we're going to be able to whittle these rooms down quite a bit, which means we'll be able to have, I think, some more labs here that focus purely on what now? Ward lab tests. That's it, so that these can really, because they're starting to get a bit overwhelmed, these ones, and then they can really focus on walk-in patients more than anything else. And then should these ward ones down here that I'm thinking about building get overwhelmed, we can always have somebody here also concentrating on wards, which would work quite well for any tests that are being done for down here in trauma or up here in the ICU. So labs at each side of the hospital seems pretty good. But we'll always make patients walk to this one if they're walk-ins. If they're outpatients, I reckons. Right, where is this chap? He is getting his CT now. Let's see if it will give us an answer. If it doesn't, then it's going to be one of the two that can be found from this. I think it's these two, and the CT can see these two. That's what we're looking at. We've got sandy teeth here. Something else I'm thinking about doing, I've got 4 x-rays and I've got 2 MRIs. I've got 3 of everything else, and sometimes the MRIs can get overwhelmed and the x-rays never are, so I'm thinking about taking away an x-ray, putting in an MRI as well. Right, so that's helped whittle it down. So we now know that it's either this, which I'm pretty convinced is this, or it's this. I think what we might do is say it's this, and tell him to go and get the antibiotics for it, and I'm pretty sure it will complete this event so we can start and do at least one for this. Something else I've also been doing is employing a lot of new staff as well. Got a lot of new staff in this GP area, just so that we can move patients around more easily and be able to attend to more, because I can't increase the GPs in emergency. This building is full and I don't want to build anymore, but they are quite overwhelmed, so I've made sure that every department during the day has maximum amount of GPs in, so I can send them around any department and get them seen to, and that seems to be working quite well. That's alleviating pressure over at emergency quite nicely. Oh, they're going to the lab, for goodness sake. Well, I was right. Okay, good. So now, can you please go and get treated? It's driving me insane, Thomas. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Who's going in? There it is. Excellent. Lovely. Right, let's start another one. It does say epidemic, yeah. Epidemic event. Okay, a neighbouring city's water supply has been heavily contaminated, resulting in a major incident being declared in the region. Hospitals in the immediate area are unable to accept new patients and are diverting patients to other hospitals. That's us! Oh my goodness, there is so many of them once again. So I'm going to let them pile in. And we're going to once again spread them around the departments, because it really doesn't matter where they are for the vast majority of these things. Certainly not for interviews and physicals and some of the basic tests, and if they need to go to one of the others, then you're honed in. It's easy. You can also do differentials in any of these rooms, so I mean, it's all good. Well, I think there's a couple of my GPs, clinic doctors, that aren't quite qualified for it, but they're working towards it. Yes, you can go home now. Well done. See you later, Thomas. You're a pain, Thomas. You're a pain. We have had Charles rushed in by ambulance. We're getting some antibiotics for this septic shock. That's the first thing we are going to do. Over here we have patients starting to come in, so we might send them straight away to different departments. We're going to start whittling them into different departments. Indeed we are. She's got her arms crossed. This is not good. Let's send her away. Let's send him there. He's got his arms crossed too. Quick. And what's going on here? So Charles. Right, let's do a physical. I think we'll do abdominal palpitations. That seems like a good idea. Anything else? We can't do that here. So we'll get those started. We'll also give them some painkillers as well, just to reduce the pain. Somebody has collapsed. Uh-ohs. I see who it is. Right. Well, they're not part of this event, so let's not worry about it. Excellent. Okay. Off they go. Separating them around. We've got some crossed arms here. We've got some crossed arms here. I've got some crossed arms there. Okay. Just want to sort of move them all the way around different departments and whatnot, so we can see that traumatology is empty. Send them to traumatology. I think neurology is probably empty, apart from the fact that they're just running out to attend to somebody who's collapsed. I think also infectious diseases is empty, so let's send them to there. This person's looking very infectious diseases based. Let's give them a physical. I think we're going to take their temperature and neck and abdominal palpitations. That might be good to get us cracking with this gentleman. What have we got over here? Oh, okay, we're going to do. We managed to whittle it down. So diet modification. Let's now send them to general surgery, so that we don't have to worry about them anymore. They are actually done. That's actually the first person dealt with, which is pretty good. Pretty pleased about that. Managing to keep this place fairly empty. We've still got some sort of staff changeovers going on a little bit here, so things might move a little bit slowly. Paul, let's do the physical. Let's take a temperature, abdominal palpitations, let's listen to the chest, you know, all the good stuff. Abdominal palpitations, definitely good for this. Another patient has collapsed. Typical. Going to be filling up over here, aren't we? We're going to have to be, they're already moving away, which is great. What are you doing? You're going for a USG, apparently. I think I might take over what's going on with you, just so I can hone it in and not have anything too ridiculous going on. I've got a second one here with gasteritis, so I guess maybe this could be our main thing here. So yeah, it could be that general surgery is going to get quite busy, eh? It seems we've got a lot of these bacterial things going on here. It's sort of three main illnesses that can all be dealt with antibiotics, essentially. This is one of them. You can see here we've got quite a lot of those here that we're able to just deal with and send out the door. But we've also got, yeah, look how many of them there are. So it's making things quite a bit easier. But we also had, we've had quite a lot of gasteritis. Yeah, we've had quite a lot of gasteritis as well. So you can see here, there's sort of trends. And even when we get random things like this, they're still antibiotics, right? So it's all good here. What I think we'll do, look, we've almost got all of them. We've got one here, and then one near the bottom there. So we've got 3 left to go, which is pretty good. Send them home. Excellent. Get rid of this again. So Carol here. So we can see that it's probably this here, right? So let's do physical and abdominal palpitations because we're fairly sure. We're fairly sure. The only thing is that that scopy there is very uncomfortable to do. So if we can avoid it, then that would be great. So there we go. There's another one. So we're almost done. We're speeding through them. So it's probably this one here, right? It's going to the lab. But chances are it's this one here because of the antibiotics, right? It probably is. Okay. Let's get rid of that. We've got this lady over here who's not part of it anyway. We're just doing our thing. Where is this lady? She's over here. We're doing the physical and then the abdominal palpitations. Lovely. Send them home. They're part of this as well. So we just want him to discover that it is this. I'd like to try and do it without doing the scopy, if we can. It's not come up. What else could we do here that might help him discover it? Nothing really. Okay, let's see if we can do differential. I'd like him to be happy with his findings, you know, before I sort of force it upon them, but I'm pretty sure it's this. Come on. There. Oh, okay. It wasn't. How ridiculous. Right, in that case, let's give her these meds. Is she walking with her arms crossed? I wonder. Let's give him that. This guy's had quite a few tests. Maybe we could do a differential, even though... Oh, look. I'm going to send him, I think. Oh, look, he's gone into isolation. So immediately know that infectious diseases is correct and that it's going to be one of the ones that's highly infectious. So that gives us a little hint on that one. Right. So this lady. There's always a couple at the end, isn't there? That we're just sort of waiting on. So I'm aware that Carol here has got her arms crossed, so we need to do a microbial because I would say that she has an infection, so we need to get her some IV antibiotics. She's here. She's the last one now to be treated. As soon as she gets this proton pump, I'm pretty sure we'll complete this event. That's all that needs to occur. Tressel is the one on duty here, but look, they're all pretty busy. They're all pretty busy. I wonder where everybody... Oh, look, do you know what? Should we employ another doctor? I think we shall. You know, it's quite important that they don't cause discomfort during examinations. That's what I want. But I also want them to have quite a high advanced diagnostic skill as well. None of them are high enough, really. So let's reveal these. There we go. This gentleman here works me beautifully. Do not assist at surgery. And then your first patient can be Carol here. Oh my goodness, the list is so long. There we go. And now we should be instantly done. Oh my god, where did he go? Oh, he's instantly doing Richard Garcia instead. No. There it is. Yay. There we go. So we have... Oh, look, and the last one counted as well. Hey, that's absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I shall try and make sure that I've smashed through these for the next episode, if not with just the end of the last one to do, so that we can find out what the last thing is. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.